Executive efficiency. What is it? Well, executive actually means one who gets things done. The actual derivation of it goes back to executing and following things through to the end. Now, there's another aspect to an executive which isn't commonly understood these days, and that is that an executive gets others to do the work. It is a person who coordinates and gets others to get things done. Who is the Executive Efficiency Program for? Well, in short, the answer is everyone. Everyone deals with a lot of work, a lot of requests, a lot of emails, a lot of different particles come into your workspace. Who needs it most? Well, definitely the people at the top, the business owners, executives, but it goes down to everyone in the company, from right up the top, right down to the bottom. Everyone can get better, everyone can get more work done in a given period of time, and all of this, of course, will improve the company's performance and profits. Why did we develop the Executive Efficiency Program? Well, quite simply, in the process of consulting or doing organisational restructures or helping companies increase their sales, we found a very common thread that almost every single executive had, and that was that they were overwhelmed. They had attention scattered everywhere, too much to do, inboxes that were full, lots of interruptions and so on. There didn't seem to be any general pattern or training that's been given to business owners or executives to actually help handle work and get it done efficiently in such a way that you complete it and then you can move on to the next task. How many of us have written the to-do list and we've written the items only to get to the end of the day and maybe we've crossed off one or two? And we get to the next day to write it again. It's like, okay, here we go again. And I've found many people who just basically write the same list over and over and over again. Or it just gets longer and longer and longer and longer. So the question is, which things do I do first? Which things do I have to prioritise? How do I get them completed? So we put together a program which helped the executive to prioritise, to finish things and actually get a lot more done in any unit of time in the day. So, what happens to you as an owner or as an executive? Do you get to the end of the day and you're worrying about work? Do you drive home thinking about things? Do you get home to your family and you're still stuck back at the office? And so on. So these are the things that executive efficiency can help you with. Because quite simply, as time goes on in business, you get more and more of your attention stuck in the past, stuck in incompletes, and you just don't have as much of you there to get things done as you once did. The Executive Efficiency Program helps you with this. Why did we develop the Executive Efficiency Program? Well, quite simply, it was so we could get consulting done. In the course of consulting, we will be doing reorganising the company, restructuring, sales acceleration programs to get sales and cash up, and strategic planning and so on. But what we found, there was one thing that every single business owner and executive had in common, and that was that they were overwhelmed. Their attention was scattered everywhere. They had too much to do. And some, if not many, didn't feel that they had the time to actually get the consulting program done. And we all know that you have to have time to work on the business, not in it, but how do you get that done? And the answer to this is the Executive Efficiency Program. So what does the Executive Efficiency Program help with? What can it handle? Well, do you go home from work thinking about what you just did? Do you get home to your kids or your family and you're still at the office? Or do you bring your laptop home with you and keep working? Well, it can definitely help you with that. Do you have a to-do list that just gets longer and longer and longer? Or do you have a to-do list where you'll write out all of the things for the day, you get to the end of the day, you're not really quite sure what you did, maybe you've scratched off maybe two things. Well, executive efficiency can help you to prioritise and help you to actually efficiently finish things. So this is the key to creating time and more production, is to know what to do, in what order, and then how do you handle all the things that go on in your office and in your business so that you can actually finish things effectively, one after the other. So you might say to yourself, I've got bad habits, how can things change? I've been operating a certain way for 10, 20 years. Well, Our programs are designed to help you with this because, one, you get trained on key principles of efficiency that work. And then secondly, straight away, one of our consultants will actually take you through and implement these principles to your office, to your workspace, one-on-one. So what's the value of completing the Executive Efficiency Program? Well, I'll let you answer that question. What's it worth to you to get some attention back? What's it worth to feel some relief and actually not have to think about all these things when you get to work and when indeed you're not at work? And what's it worth to you to be able to go home on the weekend or some nights and actually spend some good time with your family and just do that rather than think about work? So what does it cost? It costs $990 per day. That's including tax. And it's never taken longer than 1 day to finish this. Yep, believe it or not, every executive or business owner we've dealt with, we've been able to finish all their cycles of action in 1 day. Now, how do we do it? There's 2 steps to this. We deliver 1 hour approximately of principles, key principles on control and efficiency. And when these are finished, we immediately take you to your workplace, to your desk, to your office, and that we get these implemented. So it's not just theory, we put it straight into action and we actually drill it into you, and you'll get these principles of efficiency actually drilled into you as you use them while you're doing work. So it may be the best day of work you've ever got done, and in the shortest amount of time. So in terms of results, we've had some amazing results in this program. One fellow, he actually was almost in tears and said to us that he had lost his memory. Now within a day of completing this program, he actually told us he'd got his memory back and he'd remembered some other rather important things that he'd forgotten about. We've had other people who've said this was the icing on the cake in terms of being able to get more done, and they've been trying all their working life to learn how to manage their time, and now they had the final piece in place. How do you register? Well, it's easy. Just contact us either by phone or email, book in, and one of our consultants can come out and see yourself and your team. And I do want to stress here that this is best done on everyone in your company, starting with the executives and moving on down. So the prices vary, meaning it's $990 per person individually. Now if you have 10, 20, 30 staff, obviously the price per person comes down to where it can be as little as $550 per person. So contact us with how many people and we'll arrange you a group discount. Hope to see you on the Executive Efficiency and getting more done with more time. Thank you.